Change. The internet revolution has forever altered how we shop, how we date, how we work, basically how we live. For entrepreneurs, it's been a veritable cyber gold rush. In fact, the number of internet-powered home-based businesses has nearly doubled in the last 20 years. Opportunity abounds, but the new economy has also spawned a new breed of criminal looking to make a quick buck at your expense. This is Scam Report. Tonight, we'll separate fact from fiction in the world of work-at-home programs with the help of a private investigator with years of experience uncovering illegal get-rich-quick schemes.
Work-at-home scams have become more popular and victims have become more plentiful.
We'll meet an expert in the field of home-based businesses who successfully harnessed the power of the internet to change his future.
For every legitimate work-at-home opportunity, there's probably 100 scams.
It's hard to overemphasize the importance of research when embarking on a work-at-home business. And this book is a great place to start. It's filled with the wisdom John Crestani gleaned from years of trial and error and is available to you now. To learn more, call the Work-at-Home hotline or visit the website. The information you need is on your screen now. We've all heard the expression, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The message is clear. Not doing your research is a shortcut to getting ripped off. It's human nature to give others the benefit of the doubt, but some people specialize in taking your trust and turning it against you.
Because of the nature of the internet, and because you can be from anywhere in the world, communicating with anyone at any time, it is a very, very dangerous place to be looking for a job, particularly something like a work-from-home type of approach. There are legitimate jobs. There are absolutely legitimate jobs of working from home. But if you are going to go down that route, if you are interested in a work-from-home type of approach, there are a lot of things you have to watch out for. First off, anytime they ask for a starter kit, where you have to buy a starter kit of a particular set of products, anytime where they ask you to become certified in a particular field that only they offer, by the way, when you do not talk to a real person, when they use email accounts that do not come from actual companies, also pay attention to what they're offering you. Pay attention to the amount of money that's being put into play. If they're offering you 10% of whatever you bring in, that should be a huge red flag. Sometime in the relatively recent future, we started believing everything that was on the internet. That's not the case. Now, there are good, safe places, don't get me wrong. There are absolutely places and sites that are designed specifically to try to educate you and help you. The big internet search engines for jobs, like Indeed or Monster or even Google Jobs or so on, actually have sections that explain to you how not to become a victim. One site you might want to check out while you're doing your research is scamreport.com. They provide the information, unbiased, true approach to this. Their job is to identify when the scams are in play. So as you do your research, as you check out the various different sites, check out scamreport.com.
These cyber grifters and others like them lurk in every dark corner of the web. The good news is, with a little healthy skepticism, they're easy to avoid if you learn how to spot the warning signs of a scammer.
You have to do your research, no matter what. I personally believe it starts with knowing who you're working for.
It's hard to overemphasize the importance of research when embarking on a work-at-home business. And this book is a great place to start. It's filled with the wisdom John Crestani gleaned from years of trial and error and is available to you now. To learn more, call the Work-at-Home hotline or visit the website. The information you need is on your screen now. I had a chance to speak with work-at-home expert John Crestani. Starting from scratch, he used the internet to build a hugely successful business. For Crestani, the key word is passion. A love of what you're doing can be like an engine that powers your home-based business. The internet is a place where many people make a lot of money. Is it really just a matter of discipline?
I believe so. You have to protect your focus on that business and realize that this is what you do now. And if you approach your business, your internet business, your work-at-home business like that, over time, I believe anybody can become successful. But you have to be passionate about it. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, you have to figure it out. Experiment with life. That's why people go to college, to find out what they're interested in. And I think it's the same thing with starting your own business, is you have to find out what you're passionate about, what you're excited to talk about. I believe everybody has something they are excited to talk about. It might be crocheting, it might be gardening, but not everybody understands the concepts of marketing or has the discipline to go on every week or every day and be in front of their audience, even when you don't feel like it. That's discipline.
Owning a successful work-at-home business has brought stability and peace of mind to thousands of Americans. Of course, any rewarding endeavor involves a certain level of risk. For every single successful way to make money as an entrepreneur on the internet, there are 100 ways to get ripped off.
100%. 100%. There are more scams out there on the internet than there are legitimate opportunities by far. And it takes a long time, and I think that's why it took me so long. I'd always told myself I was going to be an entrepreneur. I was trying to make money on the internet for years. I spent 4 years, I didn't make a dime, and I was just trying and trying and trying. I didn't make anything. Just because it's marketed as free and easy and it can make, a ton of money, don't just fall for any shiny object that's thrown your way. It's more difficult to make an actual legitimate income online.
Why is it so easy to be taken?
People want so bad that dream of being able to work from home and make money. It's the ultimate dream, I think, of everybody. With the right mindset, I believe everyone can succeed. But the caveat here is, to be able to work for yourself, you need to be self-motivated. And I believe one of the big problems that has occurred in our society is that most people are trained to be employees. So they're not trained to be self-motivated. You're trained to be managed. And there's a very different basic mindset that happens when you have to work for yourself. You have to learn for yourself. You have to do the work. You can't just work at home and be lazy and be unprincipled.
Hard work is important, but by itself, it's no guarantee of success. It also takes knowledge, experience, and expert advice from trusted sources. What do you tell people based upon your experience, your success, your failures along the way? What do you say to folks who are out there slugging it out every day, trying to make a living, being an entrepreneur online?
I believe the most important thing to protect when you're doing an internet business is actually your own mindset. Because we are inundated with opportunities every day. We are inundated with products to buy every day. We are inundated with ideas. You should do this, you can do this, you want this. I think the most important thing is when you have a business at home, you have to do your research, no matter what, whenever you're doing an income opportunity. I personally believe it starts with knowing who you're working for. If you just trace it back, is there a person that I can identify that is behind this company? That is the easiest thing you can do at first. So do your research. If you're looking to actually replace your income that requires you to drive to work each day, you should spend a couple minutes looking up the company, looking up the founders, looking up who you're going to be working for. I mean, this could be your opportunity to work from home. Why wouldn't you do a little bit of research? I tell people, find a mentor. Find somebody that you can actually rely on and trust and build a long-term relationship with, a teacher per se, if you will, to help guide you on that path to make money. A lot of the people that I see getting scammed, and some of the ways I was scammed, were from nameless, faceless organizations that had no actual real individual behind the organization, but there were massive promises of easy money, and I fell for some of them.
It's ubiquitous.
It's completely ubiquitous.
Ambiguous.
Completely.
And anonymous.
100%.
If you focus and are dedicated, you can succeed.
I believe if you give yourself the right resources, if you find a mentor, and with hard work and dedication, you can greatly increase your chances of success. And that's what I've done personally. And it took me a while. But by doing all of those things, by finding a mentor, by doing my research, by working hard, I was able to reach a point where I would consider myself successful. I've been able to reach a point where I can work at any time I want. I don't have to wake up to an alarm bell anymore. I work from home. I can spend time whenever I want with my children. I can travel the world with my family. And it's not a vacation, it's just our life. So these are the things that having an internet business has allowed me to create for myself in my life. And it's been absolutely amazing. And was all the hard work worth it? If you were to ask me that, I would say 100% yes.
By now, you might be wondering if a home-based business is the financial answer you've been looking for. To learn more and to reserve your copy of John Crestani's book, use the work-at-home hotline information you see on your screen below. Some scams are glaringly obvious, but the worst ones are getting more sophisticated all the time. It's harder and harder to recognize the bad guys. If something doesn't feel right, listen to your gut. Don't be afraid to ask questions. A legitimate business will have answers that make sense. You also need what's commonly known as a BS detector. Be very skeptical of anything you read on the internet, including comments and reviews. As always, your best defense is common sense. For Scam Report, I'm Chris Hansen. By now, you might be wondering if a home-based business is the financial answer you've been looking for. To learn more and to reserve your copy of John Crestani's book, use the work-at-home hotline information you see on your screen below.